Hello, welcome to this edition of Yoga Vinyasa Flow. Today's theme is going to be about personal growth. We're also going to get into the upper body quite a bit. So I'm going to give you some cues on some scapular and shoulder girdle stabilization and where you should feel those things. That also means we're going to open up into the shoulders a little bit before we do some deeper work. So you will want a strap today, belt or stretchy band, whatever it is you have. My strap's a little bit long, so I'm just going to go ahead and fold it in half, and I'm just going to put it right in front of me. You also might like some blocks here for stability and some of our other work. And especially if you can't touch the floor when you come into a standing forward fold, blocks can be really nice. So that being said, let's come to a nice, comfortable seat. Zipping up from pubic bone to behind the navel, we have length from crown to tail. Just roll those shoulders back. And let's do that a few times. Take some nice big shoulder rolls here. Good. Now let's take that in the opposite direction. Good. And then from here, we'll settle down. Maybe a slight tuck in the chin. Good. So as you settle into your space, notice if there's anywhere that you could soften just a little bit more. The face, the shoulders, the hips. We're still zipped up from the pubic bone behind the navel. Strong front helps with a strong back. And then notice your breath. As you inhale through the nose, can you expand that rib cage? And slowly exhale through the nose. Good. So another way to breathe into the rib cage, if you're not really sure how to do that, is envisioning yourself breathing into the back body. So if you've ever been to a doctor's office that's got the stethoscope, they got it back there, they're trying to, excuse me, listen to the lungs. That's forcing you to get deeper into the lungs. That forces greater expansion, and you're breathing into that back body when you do that. So see if you can open up the breath like that when you breathe. Works well here and in Pilates. And we'll keep that breath. Now, if you've got the Ujjayi pranayama in your practice, that's that back of the throat constriction on inhale, exhale, or both inhale or exhale for the full. You can bring that in here and throughout the rest of the session. I can't do it while I talk at the same time, but periodically you'll hear me. And then once you're ready, fingertips to the side, palms turning up. Inhale, reach, and lengthen. Let's look up there. I'm reaching, I'm lengthening here. Exhale, hands and heart center. So the theme of this class is going to be personal growth, and that can also be your intention. But if you would like to have a different one, you can also bring that in as well. The first one I'm going to give you here is a question. What does personal growth mean to you? What does that look like for you? So I can be in a class full of 20 people, ask 20 people that same question. They'll give me 20 different answers, and all of them would be correct because that's what it means to them. Once you have that set, let's inhale, take it up, turning palms away, grow taller from crown to tail. Good. Now let's go back into those shoulder rolls again. Good. Let's get in that a little bit deeper. Let's take the arms up to the side, palms turning up, hands to the shoulders, move forward and back here. Use your core muscles to keep the chest from popping in and out. And then you can take this into some circles and in the opposite direction. Good. Elbows out to the side. Let's take forward and back. One more time. Good. And then we'll release. Take your strap. Now, different arm lengths are going to have a different length in the strap. So you might be okay folded in half. Some of you might need to unfold it. Just make sure wherever you're gripping with your belt, whether not so much of an issue if you're gripping down here, but if you're going to hold one end of it and move forward and back, you want to make sure you're holding the end so that whatever buckle, plastic, metal, what have you, is not going to, swing around and hit you in the face. So practice safely. Good. I've got that strap threaded between the pointer and the thumb, and I'm going to come up here. Good. Now for our first one, inhale, exhale. Let's take that over to the left. As you come over to the left, that left hand can come all the way to the floor. So you're anchoring that strap in. And my belly button is in here. I'm not letting it go. And I'm just going to open a little bit to the back, small stretch, and a little bit to the front. Belly button is in. And opening a little bit more maybe, and coming back a little bit more forward. And then we'll open up again. Good. And then we'll take that more forward. So C curve, belly button in forward, open and stretch the armpit and the chest when you take it back. And we'll go forward and take it back. And one more time forward. Take it back, hold this one back. Open, open, open. Good. Relax that right shoulder. Look back there. I'm not losing my connection here. And then as I move back through center, I'm going to take that forward. Reaching forward, belly button is in. Coming back to the side, moving through center. We're going to take that all to the other side now. So readjust your grip as you need to. Arms up. Exhale, taking that down. Good. I'm going to anchor my strap down to the floor. Good. And then from here, I'm just going to open a little bit and close a little bit forward. And open a little bit and close, maybe a little bit deeper this time. And open maybe a little bit more and close a little bit more. Good. So I'm going to move forward and back here, taking it not too fast. Belly button is in. Good. Now I'm going to take this back. I'm going to hold it back there. Wiggle around. Find your sweet spot. And taking that back forward. And C curve roll. Reach, reach, reach with that top. Good. And then from here, we'll come back. Good. Now, I'm going to choke up a little bit on my grip. We're going to move forward and back here, working on range of motion. We want the arms to be long the whole time. So if you're gripping and you're coming back and you're doing this bendy thing with the elbows, you want a wider grip on your strap so that that doesn't happen. You also don't want the rib cage to flop in and out. So I'll just show you from a side angle here. So I'm sitting nice and tall. Good. Good. I'm nice and taut in the strap. I'm going to come up. I'm going to come back a little bit. And then I'm going to take that back forward. Taking it up a little bit more maybe. And back forward. Belly button is still in here. And back maybe a little bit more. And forward. Now, as you're ready, you can take this into full range of motion. Remember, arms are long here. Wider grip on the strap if you need it. Good. And then as you take it back this time, find your maximum stretch, which is not necessarily your maximum range of motion. So for example, here's my maximum range of motion. I can come back here. My maximum stretch is about right here. And sometimes it feels good if you take even a wider grip on that strap while you're here. And taking it up and taking it over. You can put this to the side. We'll come back to it a couple more times during class. But from here, let's go into a little twist. Big inhale and reach. Exhale, rotate to the left, reach as those arms come down. Rolling shoulders back, looking a little bit more behind you. Breathe and expand. Here's a new affirmation for you. I grow and learn every day. I grow and learn every day. Inhale and lift. Exhale, center. Inhale, exhale. Coming over to the other side. Rolling shoulders back. and we lift up, and we come back to center. Good. Now, from here, just to open the wrist a little bit here. Good. You can, let's just do a few rolls. Good. And by learning and growing, learning new things every day, doesn't always have to be reading a book or hanging out on the interwebs. You can learn new things from people. Good. Left side, left thumb in, make a fist. Good. And then take that hand down and do a little stretchy. Same thing, right side. Good. And we'll go through this again. You can always learn from other people. You can learn from your pet. You can learn from your own yoga practice. What does this pose or a pose that we're getting ready to do teach you every day? How is it different every day? So now from here, we're going to make our way to cat cow. So on all fours, good. As I come to all fours, I'm going to bring my blanket back in here for knee cushion. Good. You can do the same thing for your wrist if you need it. Now I've got my block set up here. That's more for when we come into our first standing forward fold. But you can have your blocks however you need to. So spreading the fingers nice and wide, rooting through the knuckles of pinky, pointer, and thumbs. The tops of my feet are down. I'm pressing away from the floor, and my elbows are going to come a little bit more forward. So they're not kind of turning in here. I'm turning them out so they're a little bit more in line with the pointer and the pinky, or the pointer and the middle finger. But I also don't want them to be super locked either. So they have a little bit of softness to them. Good. Hips over the knees. Knees can be slightly wider for back issue. Belly button is in. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round goes the cat. Really press that floor away on your cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now from here, we're going to do just a little bit of a child's pose. I'm going to come back a little bit, not all the way. I'm going to take my fingers. My belly button is in. Again, I'm breathing into that back body. I'm expanding that rib cage. Good. I'll take that back down. Good. We're going to do some side bending here. So the low rib cage and the top of the hips, you want them to be squeezing together when we go side to side here. Belly button is in. Inhale, exhale to the right, maybe looking over to your right, center, to the left, center, right, center, left, center. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. We'll come back again. Good. Coming back forward, thread the needle slow. So from here, I'm going to start on my left side, or my right side rather. That's the side facing the camera. So the right arm's going to come up. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to reach, and I'm going to scoop. And I'm going to open and reach and take a scoop. Open and reach for a moment. Now take your scoop, take it all the way through. Good. Remember, top of the head, you want that long line from crown to tail. Hips stay over the knee. Use your left hand and shoulder and arm to keep you in that alignment. If you're pressing the ear into the floor, you don't have a long line from crown to tail. You're putting a kink in the neck. You're disrupting the energy flow. And you're doing something that's not really good on the neck. Good. Now, pressing through that left hand, coming back up. Good. Get a little wiggle, wiggle here if you need that. We're going to take that to the other side. Left arm out. And get your little scoop. And left arm out. Exhale, scoop. Left arm out and pause. Look up there. Exhale, taking it all the way through. Good. Hips stay over the knee. Long line from crown to tail. Let your right hand and shoulder help you with that alignment. Belly button stays in. You're breathing and expanding. I grow and learn each day. I grow and learn each day. Inhale, exhale, pressing up out of there. Good. Coming back. Good. One more time. You can come back here. Now, real quickly, if you want this to be a little bit more of a traditional child pose, knees can be together as wide as the mat or somewhere in between. Big toes can touch or not. Only come back to where your body needs you to come back. Not everybody's hips are meant to come back to their heels. Okay. You can take arms long in front of you, or hands can come back by the ankles, letting shoulders release. You're still zipped up from pubic bone behind the navel. You're expanding that rib cage. And when you're ready, we're going to come up, finding all fours. Preparing for downward facing dog. If you're taller, take a half a hand's width or full hand's width forward. Otherwise, you can stay here. I'm going to tuck my toes. I'm still rooting through the knuckles of pinky, pointer, and thumb. And I'm going to press in and forward a little bit into my mat as I lift and shift. Good. So coming in the good down dog form, check yours. I'm pressing evenly into big toe and pinky toe mounds. So my ankles aren't doing, funny things here. Hips, knees, toes, and ankles are tracking in that alignment. Good. I'm pressing in and forward with my hands so my shoulders are coming back into their pocket. My head and neck are free. I'm going to turn those elbows more towards the corner and the middle finger again. So now you should feel those muscles around the scapula, the shoulder blades, and the rib cage fire up here. Build your strength there. That's what keeps you from collapsing when you do your flows. It's what keeps you nice and in good form in your plank. Take pressure out of the wrists when the shoulders do their job. Good. Now, you can start to bend and lengthen. You can walk your dog, bending one knee, lengthening the other. You can come high on the toes and drop the heel. Find yours. Find your breath. Find Ujjayi if you've got it. Good. From down dog, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk or step your feet forward to meet your hands. If you can't touch the floor here, bring in your blocks. Remember, your blocks are 3 heights. You've got highest, medium, and lowest. Find what works for you. I'm going to put a little bend in the knees here as I fold. I want to feel myself get into all 4 corners of the feet. Inhale, exhale, lift and lengthen halfway, long spine, belly button in. Hands come to the floor, block, shins or thighs. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes, long spine, lifting all the way up. Exhale, hands and heart center. Finding breath, mountain, intention. All right. From here, say to yourself, I am an amazing human being that has an incredibly blessed and abundant life. I am an amazing human being with an incredibly blessed and abundant life. Inhale and lift. Exhale and we'll fold. Long spine on the way down if you can. Bend those knees if you need to. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. One more time. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's go ahead and come into temple mudra here. So we're going to reach, ears by the biceps. Feet are about hip width apart here. We're zipped up into that front body. We're going to go into TikTok. As you come over to the left side, could you press a little bit more into the right side? And then use those right obliques, your side abs, to bring you back up. Take it over to the right side, pressing through the left side, using left obliques to help you come back up. Good. Keep that engagement as you go from side to side here. Good. The lateral flexion of the spine, you're also working the core. I would argue even maybe a little bit of balance for some of us. Good. And then we'll come back up. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. Exhale and we'll fold. Coming to blocks or to the floor. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, plant the hands, step back into the plank. Knees can be lifted or grounded. If you're lifted, press back through those heels. Good. So whether you're lifted or grounded, really press that floor away from you. So you don't want to be here. You want to be here. Okay. And you can take that chest, that sternum a little bit more forward. That's going to bring a little bit more core online and a little bit more length. Again, could elbows turn a little bit more towards the pointers? A little bit more. Good. Staying lifted or knees coming down. Try not to collapse through those shoulders as you come down to the floor. What do I mean by collapsing through the shoulders? This. Okay. No control. Be in control. Okay. Make your muscles work. Stability. Good. From here, when you're ready, hands a little forward, rolling shoulders back, belly button is in. Find a little baby cobra. And lower. Careful not to crunch the spine. Inhale, exhale. Finding maybe a little bit of a medium cobra. If that feels okay, you can go right into the high cobra. Again, no hanging in the shoulders, which is this. Be strong. And we'll lower that back down. From here, we're going to do that again. Take it baby, medium, or high. Inhale, exhale, baby, medium, or high. And lower. Inhale, exhale, baby, medium, or high. And lower. Good. From here, hands under the shoulders, tucking the toes. Stronger, more experienced yogis can push up into plank, shift back down dog. Otherwise, move back through tabletop, finding your down dog. Good. So reconnect. Good down dog form. Be mindful of that shoulder girdle. Head and neck are free. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale and we'll lift. Exhale and we'll hold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank. Now hold that plank again. Good. Without collapsing, knees down or lifted, could you lower down with that control? Good. Untuck the toes. Good. Hands a little forward and to the side. Here we go with that flow again. Rolling shoulders back, belly button in. Baby cobra, medium cobra, or high cobra. And we'll lower. Inhale, exhale, baby cobra, medium cobra, or high cobra. And we'll lower. From here, push up into plank, shift back, or move back through tabletop, lifting up, taking it back. Good. From down dog, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding breath, mountain, intention. All right. So this next one, if you've got the full upward facing dog in your practice, you can take that, or you can take one of the cobras that we just did as we go into a couple little flows here. Flowing is optional though, so you can always hang out in plank, down dog, or child's pose. And here's your next little affirmation. I am worthy of all things wonderful. I am worthy of all things wonderful. Inhale when we reach. Exhale when we fold. Long spine as you come down. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. From down dog when you're ready. Inhale, look forward, bend the knee. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale and lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. Don't collapse if you're flowing. Good. Find that nice down dog. Good. Recheck in. Good. Elbows move a little bit forward. Shoulders in their pocket. Feel that upper body connection. Good. Now from here, I'm going to take my feet back just a little bit here. And we're going to do some rolling flows from down dog to the plank. So from down dog, I'm going to start lifting my heels. My belly button comes in as my hip rises. And I'm going to roll. And then I'm going to come into that plank. My shoulders are not forward of my wrists. From here, I'm going to really push that upper body. I'm going to start to round. Taking it back to down dog. Inhale, lift, rolling that forward into the plank. Your knees can always come down here. Inhale, exhale, round. Press that floor away. Taking it back. Now pause when you come to your down dog. You can bring your feet back in a little bit more if you need to. From down dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knee. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding breath, mountain intention. Going into a new pattern now. Big inhale and reach. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and a bow. Now from the bow, could you sit back into the chair? Good. Get into the heels, get into the glutes. Belly button is still in. Shoulders are relaxed in their pockets. We're going to hold. We're going to breathe. Personal growth. What does this teach you? More than just the fact that it's hard. Go a little bit deeper than that. What's the challenge here? Inhale, exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose take or skip a flow. I'm going to skip this one. From down dog when you're ready. Left leg lift 3 points. Bending that knee. Opening to the left. We're going to hold this here. Make sure that the left shoulder does not go up by the left ear. So you want to keep those shoulders as even as possible. You're still feeling that shoulder girdle. Fire up. Good. Now from here, hip and knee are going to come back center. We're going to do 2 cheetahs here. Inhale, exhale, round forward. Don't come past the wrist. Inhale, take it back and lengthen. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, take it back and lengthen. Exhale, round forward. Step or pick up and put the left foot forward between the hands. Use a block for stability if you need to as you warrior prep that back foot. So hip, knee, and toe turn out about 45 degrees. And then once you're stable, remember we don't move until we're stable. You can come up, warrior 1. Front hip will come back. Back hip comes forward, zipping up. Remember your alignment. You want to press to the back edge of the back foot. That's more important than bending this front knee. If your front knee is bent, hip, knee, and toe track forward, and you should be able to see that toe. Okay. Also, if you have a tendency to practice this way or this way, it's better for you to lengthen that front leg. Getting used to crown to tail alignment. Good. Now from here, zipping up nice and tight. We're going to lean forward, long spine. I'm really pressing through the back leg, not too deep, but enough to fire up those legs. That's your balance. Inhale, exhale, we're going to come up, lengthen that front leg, and we'll open. Reach, finding warrior 1. Strong through that back leg. I'm really firing up this glute back here as well. And I'm keeping my front body zipped. Good, we'll lean forward just a little bit. Belly doesn't touch the thigh here. and coming back up, lengthening, and we'll open. Last time reach, warrior one, make it your best on this side. We'll reach as we take our path back to the mat. Plant the hands, swivel up the back foot, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. Sending that down dog. Baby walking the dog. Good. We're going to take that whole series now to the other side. So from here, right leg's going to lift 3 points, bending that knee, opening to the right, strong, even upper body. Don't let the right shoulder lift. Inhale, exhale, hip and knee are going to come back even. Here's your 2 cheetahs. Inhale, exhale, round forward. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, round forward. Step or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Use that block if you need it. Warrior prepping. Find your stability. Find your alignment, which might not be what you did on the other side. And we'll ride. Front hip comes back. Put knee and toe track. I could see that toe if I were to look down. My back leg is about at a 45-degree angle here with the toes. My back foot is grounded. Zipping up. Here we go. Leaning forward. I'm pressing more back into that back leg. If hip shifted, mine just did. Take that front hip back. Good. We'll come up. We'll lengthen. And we'll open. Personal growth also happens when you open that heart. And we'll come back, warrior one. Zipping up, find that little fold. And lengthening and taking it back. Last time, warrior one, make it your best on the side. Inhale, exhale, lengthen as you take that path back to the mat. Plant the hands, swivel up back foot, front foot steps back. Take or skip a flow. Find your little moment here. Reconnect with form and breath. From down dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, roll out. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding breath, mountain, intention. Okay, so pull up my pants here. Good. Let's take our arms forward. So we're going to go into a standing twist here. And my feet are going to be about hip width apart. It's easier if you let your hips rotate with you. And if you're doing that, just let the knees, bend and do what they need to do. It's harder if you keep your hips forward and keep this in the torso. Okay, so you choose yours. Arms forward, zipping up. Good. I'm going to take my gaze to my right hand here. Good. Hips can move with you or keeping it forward, and I'm going to open. I'm going to look back there. Good. I do not feel the need to compete against anyone or be better than anyone else. I do not feel the need to compete against anyone or be better than anyone else, and we'll take that back. Good. Taking that forward. Good. Gaze to the left hand. We're going to open to the left. Good. Trying to compete with others holds you back. It does not contribute to personal growth. Good. Competition is fierce in the yoga and Pilates world. Let's take that big inhale. Exhale and bow. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose take or skip a flow. But one thing I've learned with my personal growth, if I stay true to myself, my own authenticity, the way that I teach and whatnot, the right people, my people, will come to me. They will stay with me. The people that aren't, won't, and that's okay. Because why would I want people to hang around with me, making comments or whatever, if they're not my people? So it's helped me find my people. From here, good. We're going to lower down to the knees. Now, I'm not going to be down here for too long, so I'm just going to leave my knee cushion to the side. We're going to come to a dolphin pose here. So different things for different people. You can bring forearms to block. You can clasp the hands or not, and just kind of lean back a little bit here. But I'm really strong. I'm pressing the shoulders back, so my elbow and my forearms are pressing into the floor. You can do the same thing, taking forearms down to the floor. So this is more of a true beginner beginning part of dolphin. Others that are beyond that, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Good, and take that back. Head does not touch the floor in dolphin, but I'm engaging my shoulders and my shoulder girdle just like I would be if I was in down dog. So I'm really pressing away from the floor. Good. I'm finding that engagement around the rib cage. Others are going to pike up. Some of you are going to lift. And then lower. And then maybe lift the other. And then lower. And then from here, we'll take those feet back if you did pike up. Some of you are going to lower your knees first, coming to your hands. Others are going to come up to your down dog from here. Okay, from here when you're ready. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, root, engage and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath, mountain intention. Good. We're going to go to a little bit of a balance challenge here, and then we're going to take that right into a little bit of a warrior series. So starting on the left side, good. My left hip, knee, and toe are tracking forward, maybe a little bend in that knee. I'm going to zip up, good. And then I'm going to lift my right foot up. Now, the higher you take this, the harder it becomes. If you are not stable down here, you will not magically become more stable when you lift up higher. So remember, we don't move, we don't go on to the next thing until we're stable. I'm going to press out of that heel, or press into the heel to press out of the hip. So this is a hanging hip. This is lifting out of that hip. And we'll take that down. Shake out that left leg. Hip, knee, and toe on the right side are going to track forward. Little micro bend in that knee if you need it. Good, zipping up. Pick up that left foot a little bit. Go to your point of control, which is where you're not wobbly or stable. I need to be a little bit lower on this side today. Good, press into the heel to lift up out of the hip, growing taller. And we'll take that down. Shake that out. Good, we're going to do that again, and then we're going to step back into warrior two. So from the left side, good, I'm going to zip up. Good, I'm going to pick up. Maybe you're still lower. Maybe you're where you were just a moment ago. Maybe, because now your body knows what you're doing, you can come up a little bit higher. Good. And then from here, in the best way for you, you can step that foot back. Maybe you need to come down to block for stability. As you step that foot back, warrior prep, hip, knee, and toe turn out, and we'll come up, warrior two. Now find your alignment here. So sometimes it's heel to heel, heel to arch, or a little bit wider. Sometimes it's different. And that's different for me on most days, and certainly different from side to side. Good. Now, front hip will move back just a smidge. I want hip, knee, and toe to track forward. I want my knee to track a little bit more towards the pinky toe. Again, just like in warrior one, it's more important for that back foot to be grounded than for this front knee to be bended. So find yours. What are your hips doing? Are you doing something like this? Are you doing something like this? Long line. Belly button in. Good. Strong feet, strong legs. Turning the palms up, lengthen that front leg. Now, you're going to root into those feet and legs because that's going to help you stabilize as you come into this balance challenge. Zipping up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Watch that front knee tracking back to warrior two. Turning palms towards the ceiling. Press in. lifting up, looking up. Good. And opening back up. Good. Pressing through that back leg, back heel. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Belly button is in. I'm going to keep this long spine. Forearm can come to the thigh. Or you can bring in a block here inside or outside. Front knee does not go past the ankle. Good. And then maybe we open up extended side angle here. Arm can come up overhead if you want that as well. Good. Maybe through these times in my life, not these times, but times in my life when I have suffered great heartache and despair, I have also learned deep compassion. And that's personal growth, to learn compassion and not just giving up. Looking down at that front foot, lengthen that front leg, take it back, a little bit more traditional exalted warrior. So you can just be here, or if you are someone who likes to wrap or bind back here, find what works for you. Inhale, exhale. That deep compassion gives us more empathy for others because we've been there. We know what that's like. Inhale, exhale, cartwheel that down. Good. Planting the hands, swiveling up the back foot, front foot steps back. Take or skip a flow. Good. Now, from here, we're going to go into a little small, slow pace plank flow. And then the next time we come back here, we'll do it again a little bit quicker. So I'm going to step my feet back a little bit more here. And then I'm going to move forward into my plank. So I'm getting organized here before I move. I'm pressing that floor away from me. Good. I'm going to take my chest a little bit more forward, finding that length. Knees can also be down here if you need that. From here, with a grounded right knee or a lifted one, roll over to that right side. Shoulders over behind the wrist, not beyond it. Inhale, exhale, find your way back to your plank center. Reorganize. Good. From here with a lowered left knee or lifted, we're going to roll over to that left side and come up. Inhale, exhale, taking that back down, back to your down dog. From the downward facing dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, root, engage and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding breath, that mountain, and personal growth intention. All right, we're going to take that all to the other side. I'm going to grab a block with me and go over here. Good. So this time, we're going to stand on the right foot, hip, knee, and toe track forward. We're going to zip up. Good. And then maybe you lift a little bit. Maybe you take it up a little bit higher. Find your balance, press into the heel, lift up out of the hip, grow taller. Breathe. And then from here, when you're ready, good. We'll take that back. Hands can come onto a block or two if you need it. Step that left foot back, warrior prep. Find your warrior two. If you need to make any changes when you come up here, do so. Feel the heel, feel the arch. A little bit wider with this leg. Hip, knee, and toe track forward. Front hip will come back just a little bit to help this knee track. And relax. Good. When you're ready, palms up. Lengthen that front leg. Reach up there. Root into those feet. Notice how with just a leg change, which one's in front, which one's in the back, might impact your balance here. Inhale, exhale, watch that front knee tracking over behind the ankle. Palms back up, lift and reach, reach, reach. Good, and come back in. Good, from here, we're gonna lengthen, 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 long torso. Forearm can come to the thigh. Hand can come to a block or to the floor, as long as that doesn't cause you to collapse and lose form here. Good. Then we'll open up. Arm can come up. You can reach it overhead. Good. Good. I let go of regrets from the past as they hold me there and prevent me from experiencing the now. I let go of regrets from the past as they hold me there and prevent me from experiencing the now. If you can't experience the now, you're not learning and growing. Looking down at that front foot, lengthening, taking it back. You can stay here. If you did an arm wrap or an arm bind at this point on the other side, find that here, root into the feet, reach up there. Inhale, exhale last time, warrior two. Inhale, exhale, cartwheel that down. Plant the hands, swivel up, back foot, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. Finding that downward facing dog. Good. Now here we go again with that little plank series. We're going to move through this a little bit quicker, but not too much quicker because we don't want to lose our form and engagement. So I'm going to take my feet a little bit more behind me. Remember, knees can come down here. Good. I'm going to press back through the heels as I come a little bit more forward. I'm pressing that floor away and taking my chest a little bit. Good. From here, right knee can come down or stay lifted. We're going to turn. We're planking on the right side. Good. We're coming back to center, organize. To the left. Left knee can come down here too. Come back center, organize. To the right. Come back center, organize. To the left. And come back center, organize. You can drop those knees, finding a little child's pose. Breathe and expand. So I don't know about you, but I think it's ready for a mad dog challenge. This is one I don't think we've done in a while, but we'll go and do that here. So remember, I will give this to you in stages. You stop where your body needs you to stop today in this moment. So find your downward facing dog first. Okay. So find your good down dog, get organized. Remember, this one is all about the shoulder again. If you don't have the stability in that shoulder girdle, this will not work. So from here, I'm going to really dig in. I'm going to really plug in my right hand, my right shoulder. Good. And then from here, maybe I let the left hand come back and travel somewhere along the left leg. Good. Now I'm going to give a little bit of a push-pull here. Good. And then maybe I let that right foot pick up a little bit. Maybe you keep your toe down here. Maybe you lift a little bit. So this is about my mat for today. On this side. Some of you might be able to take that leg a little higher. Good. And then from here, we'll lower that right leg first. Release the left leg. And if you need to come down for a little child's pose, little cupcake fingertips, take it. That's intense, but hopefully you see where that's all about the shoulder. It has nothing to do about the leg. If you're not engaged in that supporting shoulder, it all falls apart. So all of that engagement that I'm trying to teach you is important for different things. So find your down dog again. We'll go to the other side. Okay. Now this time, I'm going to really plug in this left shoulder, this left hand. Good. My right hand is going to travel back somewhere along that right leg. I'm going to get a push-pull motion here. Good. And then gently, maybe I use my abs to pick up that left foot a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Good. And breathe. And when you're ready, we'll lower that down. Maybe not quite that quickly. Good. and then release that leg. And then we'll come down, find a juicy child's pose here that works for you. We're going to stay down for the rest of this session. And knowing you can stay here longer, otherwise, you can move back forward and find a belly down position. So we're going to come into locust here. We're going to do one way without the strap and one way with the strap. So you want to have your strap close by. So from here, hands are going to come behind. They're going to be right next to the hips. Palms can be up or down. That's a personal preference for you. Zipping up through the front body, rolling shoulders back. You can just lift the upper body or maybe upper and lower lift together. Again, how high you come doesn't matter as much as long as your muscles are engaged and you're not crunching in the spine. And then we'll lower that back down. Good. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here. So some of you might be able to comfortably take your hands back here and bind them. By comfortably, I mean no wrist, funny business, no shoulder, funny business, definitely no pain. And then others like me are going to use the assistance of your strap because I cannot bind without wrist and shoulder discomfort. So if you're going to use the strap, there's a couple things you can do. The strap's going to come along the low back here. You can, I'm just going to turn sideways so you can better see. Take your hands as close together as possible, rolling shoulders back, pressing as you lift, or you can keep those hands more in line with the shoulders. So whatever feels better to you is the one that I recommend. So zipping up through the front body, rolling shoulders back, inhale, exhale, just the upper or upper and lower together. If you've got the strap or the hand bind, you're reaching towards your feet. Again, no funny business in the spine. And we'll lower that back down. Good. Release that strap. Roll over onto your back. You come down here. Just getting situated a little bit. Good. You can bend the knees, grab behind them. You can bring them into the chest or towards the shoulders. So no big tugging or pulling or forcing anything. Just be where they are. Good. And then when you're ready, just release. Take your strap. And as I take my strap, I'm going to put it on my right foot. Good. So from here, I've got both straps into my right hand. Both hips are going to be grounded. I'm just going to take some circles here. Now this is sneaky core work because it takes your core muscles to keep your hips from rocking side to side. Bigger circles are a little bit more challenging than smaller ones. And then let's reverse that. Good. And then from here, you can take a strap in each hand. Good. We're going to bring it in and release. Bring it in and release. Bring it in, gentle tug. Maybe taking that heel more towards the ceiling. And release. Take that foot out of the strap, lengthen that left leg, bend that right knee. Left hand's going to come on the outside of that thigh. Take a twist to the left, keeping right shoulder grounded. Again, breathe and expand. So I aspire only to be a better person than I was yesterday. I aspire only to be a better person, better human than I was yesterday. So if something happened yesterday and you acted really ugly, try to do better today. And we'll come back in. Remember, how you react is a choice. So if someone ticked you off and you chose to be ugly and kind, that was a choice. Good. Now from here, we'll grab that strap. We've got it on the left foot. Both straps into the left hand. And once you're ready, good. We'll just take this into some circles, larger or smaller. Belly button stays in. Sometimes it just feels good to make some circles and getting things going around in that hip socket. Good. Where the femur meets the acetabulum. Good. And when you're ready, good. A strap in each hand. We'll take that back, gentle tug and release. Gentle tug and release. Gentle tug and hold. Maybe taking heel more towards the ceiling. Good. And release. Good. Release that foot from the strap. Put a bend in that left knee. Right leg goes long. Right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Take that twist to the left. Breathe and expand. And coming back to center. Good. Bending both knees, find a windshield wiper. And we're going to find Shavasana here. A little bit of a shorter one today. You can bring in any props that would make you feel good in this Shavasana. And as you come here, I'll give you with this parting thought. Good. So parting thought is, I am grateful that I am given each new day to grow, learn, and love. I am grateful that I am given each new day to grow and learn and love. And I'll let you sink in right here. Taking some deep breaths here. Choosing stillness. We're allowing the head and neck to move side to side, or a wiggle of the fingers and the toes. Choosing stillness. We're taking knees a little bit more towards the chest, staying right there, or maybe lifting up for a full body hug. And choosing stillness, removing any props out of the way that you may have used. Good. Taking legs long in front of you, arms long behind you, and reach and lengthen from the edge of the fingertips, the edge of the toes, full body stretch, point and flex through the feet, bend and stretch through the hands, twirling wrists and ankles in one direction, and then in the other. And then from here, whenever you're ready, carefully bending in both knees, and you choose rolling over to your right or left side, the side that works best for your body in this moment. Taking all the time that you need here, and when you're ready, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. And then taking a moment to notice how you feel. Fingertips to the side, palms turning up. Inhale, reach, 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 and lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnecting with those intentions and affirmations of personal growth one more time. We'll take our thumbs to our forehead for good and kind thoughts. Good and true thought to our lips for good and kind words. Sometimes that's true, good and kind words. And to our heart for open and loving hearts. Knowing no effort on this mat is ever wasted, no gain is ever reversed. May you be safe. May you stay well. May you always be grateful that you are given each new day to grow, learn, and love. Namaste.